over the rope. It's pretty tight.
It may not.
Yeah. Are you sure? This is tight.
It's tight.
I know, we surely.
If I get a little over the shoulder looking that way, though, love.
I would love to because I love the back of my jacket. Well, what's important to me is really telling the story. It's really about the messaging of the movie that I want people to get. You know, the disparity of when we, black and brown people, go missing. We don't get the same urgency. We don't get the same validation. We don't get the same, compassion. So for me to star in it, executive produce, it's like I love producing now, and that's been the thing that I'm doing, and I'm doing more of it. So it's, I have the privilege of having an amazing platform, and I'd like to use it for something that helps us in our community.
Well, we're also kind of diving into some intersections here. We have neurodivergence. That's the theme in there.
Yes,
Why was that important to highlight?
That was important to us because so many times there's so many misconceptions of what that looks like, how somebody's supposed to act, how they're supposed to be, right? There's obviously different degrees of it, right? And even in the movie in the beginning, she says, my niece Toy says, I'm battling with people online because they're saying, you don't look like you have autism. And so that was important for us to sort of put a face to a thing, and hopefully that people will just be a little bit more kind and a little bit more understanding.
Abducted at HBCU is so interesting because when you watch it, you don't think that my character would do something like that. Like, you don't look at me and be like, he's about to do this. And you don't think that these kind of things happen on, air quotes, our campuses. I didn't go to a HBCU, but just as a black man, I say our campuses. We just don't think of it that often. So I think it's a cautionary tale, and I think it's not cool, but I think it's informative to kind of see the way it could really happen and how it has really happened. So as much as I hate that guy, I hate the guy I played, I'm glad I was able to shed light to the issue that's running through our community.
I know that children are missing. The stories are within the community. The stories are within our family. Stories, but it never makes the news. There's never any funding. There is no special appropriation towards it. So it's always been a part of my zeitgeist, so to speak. And so to actually get a chance to be a part of bringing voice to it is an honor.
It's so funny. Jill and I, Tony, aka Tony, we always just talk about how not only do the storylines still hold up today, and that I give credit to Mara Brockett-Kill and Kelsey Grammer and all of the writers and producers just for pushing the envelope. Topics that were sort of taboo during the early 2000s, I think now, because we're in a space where we're more vocal, we're more communicative about just issues, whether they're racial, sexual issues, socioeconomic issues, and Mara was dealing with those way back then. So I think coming back now, and if a woman was president, I felt like she had some kind of glass, little glass crystal ball into the future, but I just think because of where we are now, these topics were pushing the envelope, that now it's actually the norm. So I think generations, the daughters of the mothers that were watching the show are finding this new sort of just foundation and kinship and connection with this group of women.
When you guys were filming about these taboo topics, were there ever points where you were like, oh, wait, how are people going to take this? Like, any nerves that came along with that?
Yeah, we dealt with one in particular, an episode where, Maya was dealing with classism and feeling like Joan didn't get her because she was from the other side of the tracks. That was a really big one. Class issues and class over economic. There was an episode where Tony didn't want to date someone because he was too dark. We did an HIV episode with Kimberly Elise. We really are Kimberly Elise, my brain. But yeah, we were really touching and hitting those topics that no one wanted to deal with. So I think now in this sort of era, it still holds up.